best evidence yet on that moon, Europa. Look at these enormous towers. I mean, they are so massive that they stick into space, and they have to cut the image or darken. I don't know what they did. They painted in black, I guess, because you can see nothing above that moon. It's just not possible. Look. Well, look at the towers right there. You can see the let me see if I brighten out this deal a little bit. There you go. You can see look at that. What these towers look like. They're massive. There's two of them. And that one has a tube. The one in the back has a tube that goes. I mean, that is amazing, man. Look at that tube right there. In fact, not one tube, but there's several things that goes to the side. And, oh boy, oh boy. Look at that. And there are objects all over the surface, above the surface, flying like close to the ground. You can see them clearly. Look how they blurred that thing that looked like a pyramid right there. That looked like a pyramid to me. I don't know to you, but it looked like a freaking pyramid with three, exactly like the one in Egypt. Oh my goodness. That is incredible. Check it out. I mean, but it's a pyramid, but it's not really just a pyramid. It's on top of another structure that is rectangular right there. You can see all this thing, and it has, I mean, this is a complex. This moon looks like a giant machine to me. Look at these tubes that stick up, and then parts of it spray like, you know, like veins. Look, all the structures, the spherical things everywhere. Look at right here, it's a tubular. So they blur another thing right there that look exactly like that one. And look all these tubes sticking up. Almost transparent, almost. They're not quite transparent at all. Look at all these things. This is like I say, this moon looks like a mechanical, like a machine, a spherical machine. And look, there's objects everywhere. Look, there's one right here. There's one right here. Above the moon is like this far from the moon. Look at what the object looks like. You can see the energy field around that thing. Every time I move the cursor over the image, it says Voyager mission, Europa, whatever. But look, I mean, it's more clear than that, but you can see that all these girders go deep into the moon. It's like up and down, side to side, like you will see when you're making the frame of a building. you will see that this moon is like that. It has vertical beams and horizontal beams, and on top of those beams is structures. I mean, all this bullshit that there is an ocean there, and I don't know about that. I mean, that might be just the biggest bullshit they've been telling us too. I don't see any damn ocean. Might be hydrogen or some kind of liquid that they use. Who knows? That looked to me like a machine. I don't look to me like any freaking moon that I seen before. This thing is full of tubes everywhere. Look at that. I mean, look at all this. My goodness. Look at this, an object right here. It's super clear. It's hovering on top of this massive structure right there. And the structure has, like, my goodness, and it goes deep into the, you can see millions of beams up and down, side to side. Look at this, another egg shape, whatever. It looks almost pyramidal, but it's not quite. It's more complex. Look at all this tubular. There's a black object hovering above the ground right there. And then you can see objects right here on the outside of the moon. There's objects right there. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one is in an L shape, but really is like a V2 bomber looking, like a flying wing looking deal. Look, there's more spherical object. Look at all these tubular. There's a group right here. There's one cylindrical, another cylindrical, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'd be willing to bet you that where this is, there is all this tubes. Look, there is another deal right here that is chewing into the moon. There's a vehicle right there, parked right there. I can bet you $1,000,000 that that's a freaking, look how it cuts like a cheese hole. Look, there's another vehicle floating above the moon, another one here. Oh my goodness. Look at all this structure, my goodness. It's like mechanical deals. Look at that rectangular thing right there. I don't know why the scientists have their asses. Their eyes they're blind. What the hell is wrong with these scientists? Can see this shit is wrong with you, severely wrong with you. You must be retarded or some shit like that. You got a PhD in stupidity. Look at this thing. It has a face too. Look, nose, eyes, mouth. It's a freaking sculpture, but it's a structure at the same time. Look, it's another next to it. It's like Beavis and Butthead right there. Paco and Chaco. Chaco, Paco, Paco, Chaco. Man, look at this enormous. This is a huge ass machine, man. I'm telling you, this thing is not just a dang flat moon. No. This thing has tools going up, going sideways, going down. Look, they arch. Specifically, this it's almost like a freaking brain, full of neurons and veins and shit like that. Look at this. There's another vehicle here and a parked right above this structure. Look, another one here. I mean, you can see them all over the place. Look at this one. This enormous entire structure right there. Three-dimensional looking. And this is not like it could be, no, it is. It freaking is. Of course, from far away, what the hell you gonna see from this far away? From that far away, what the hell you gonna see? Shit. Oh yeah, those are cracks and there is an ocean in there. No, papa, there ain't no freaking ocean or anything like that. That's the crap they've been telling you. Look at these enormous tubes on top of the freaking moon. I mean, in that image. You have to be retarded not to see those tubes. Of course, with that tiny image, you don't see shit. But look, one here, then another one here. Oh, they're everywhere. I thought I was only two. No, there's more of them everywhere. Look, there's another one right here on the side where I see that it cuts into the, right there. Look, there's another one right there. These are like tubes that stick. So look at this black one right here. I mean, this is so, you can see these faces. This engine is like a freaking enormous machines. Oh my goodness, I mean, if I knew how to do Photoshop, this shit would be like #1 in my list. Because it's so available, so easy to see with a simple manipulation. Look how this tube goes over. It's not even a crack like they say. None of these are cracks. These are tubes and structures. Look at this thing right here, geometrically cut perfect. And then there is something here that they blur. Then look how, I mean, it look like panels. And then look at this rectangular causing a 90 degrees, and it goes over this thing right here. It's elevated. Then you see, wow, man, look at that. It's amazing, man. Look at this. Right here, this right side of the image. All this structure, my goodness. Look at this tower that leans to the right. It looks like a bottle, a Coke bottle. Look, right there. It bends, look, it's a tower, it bends, it has an entrance down there, and another one to the other side. And it goes and bends, and then it sticks to the ground, so it's not really, I don't know how to call this deal. It's three-dimensional. I can tell you this thing is a vertical beam and this is horizontal. Look, there's another beam on top of that. So there's one second beam on vertical, two and a horizontal one, and there is another vertical. So I can't even think a moon that could look like that. This is, no wonder Arthur C. Clarke say that this moon, the fate of humanity was in this moon. Why did he say that? He must have known something we don't. And look, there's a pair of sunglasses right here. A pair of cheap glasses. Look at a pair of sunglasses. A structure looking deal. And then look all the, damn man, there's all this stuff. This is impossible to hide, man. How are you gonna hide? You will have to blur or destroy the image. Look at that, two black dots. Exactly the same size and everything. Those are no black dots. Those are either entrances, those are black spheres. They look to me more like entrances. That's like a machine right there, right here. Hexagonal on one side, I mean, shoot, this is difficult to describe.